everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures. It is time for that weekly painting progress. And I tried, but it's like, I feel like I say this almost like on a weekly basis, just life had other plans for me. We had lots of stuff coming up at work. My kids have had something going on almost a daily basis. But I tried, and you know what? That's the important part, right? I tried. And I'm probably going to go back and fix this guy up because I tried and forgot to do some things on him. But this was my kind of tryout for the celestial guys from the Chosen of the Kami from Dragon Traver's Lodge. And I wanted to give it a nice dark shade wash, and I forgot to do that. So I'm probably going to go back and fix that up. There's a little bit of touch-up I want to do on it too. But I kind of got the pattern down of what I want to do with these guys in terms of colors. So I think I can move forward on getting more of them painted up. I have a few more I've already started. So I'm hopeful that I can slowly build up a decent-sized force of these dudes. And a few of the more normal-sized ones as well. And I really like this color. This is like a Jade something or other from Vallejo's game color line that I've been really playing around with a lot, mostly using it for stuff like the Jade Coalition from the Maker's Cult. It's worked quite well. Same color, but just playing around with different shades on it, so that's kind of drastic. That's kind of interesting, actually. So here's my one and done for the week, and hopefully I will have some more of those next week. I feel like I've had a lot of Erkman's minis on my table lately, and at least this one is done. This is a Street Fighter 6 version of Ryu, and from one angle his face looks great, from the other angle it looks okay, but you get them both and it just looks kind of but he's done. And I think other than me kind of mashing up the face there, I think it turned out all right. I feel like I'm doing a disservice to Erkman's stuff with those horrid faces. I don't know, maybe he got too bruised up and his eyes kind of like squinting. Maybe he got punched one too many times by Ken. I don't know. Took one too many kicks to the face from Chun-Li. I'll be honest, I haven't even played Street Fighter 6 yet. I really like Ryu's design though. I was always a mainlining Ryu kind of guy. I'm trying to think what other characters have I used. I remember I played a lot of Street Fighter 3 and I really liked Q. Q was cool because he was Robot KGK, but that's a whole different story. I'm trying to think, who was I always playing with on the Alpha games? I don't remember anymore. It's been too many years, but yeah, always been a Street Fighter fan, but these days more of a Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear type guy. I just like the Arc System games. What am I talking about? Alright, so Ryu's done, and honestly, this is probably one of the models that I've been slowly but surely tinkering away on, and this is one of the, I don't know what they were called, Marauders or something from Bestiarum. And I absolutely love this horse. Now, I ran out of the matte sealer, and I'm going to have to go get some more. There's a little bit in certain spots. But, like, just picking this figure up, it's got a nice heft to it. And these stupid skulls were the biggest pain. And I don't know how many of those I've broken at this point. There's at least 2 or 3 missing on this version. And then I have another one that I showed off in a video on these guys when they were first released. And I broke a bunch of those too. I mean, I don't know. They're just really nice looking horsemen. And it reminds me of an old Bralpartha guy I used to have who was quite portly and came with a mounted and unmounted version of him. And I'm looking at him and he's sitting a little lopsided on that horse. Maybe he's turning it. I don't know. He's also pretty decently sized. Now, you know, a Fireforge historical cataphract may not be the best comparison in terms of cavalry units, but I've mentioned many times on this channel, I'm not a huge cavalry fan. Every now and then I will do them. Another printed cavalry unit, I guess, from One Page Rules. Here. These are like my gold standard when it comes to just ridiculously sized cavalry units. That would be the conquest stuff. So while it doesn't reach the lofty heights of the Centaur Avatara for the Spires, which are just some great, crazy Centaur mutant things, for lack of a better explanation, I still think it's a pretty decent-sized figure. I mean, grabbing an actual Bestiarum foot model may be a better comparison. Now, they do have most of these knights on foot as well. So if you do like that, they have both versions. I don't think they have this guy specifically with the big hatchet. I want to say this was a modular set, at least for the foot soldiers, so you could get one of these heads and place it on one of the foot soldier bodies. But this is, I don't remember what month he was from. The Masked Barbarian. I like him though. So yeah, I'm happy he's done. I've been wanting to finish him. I have another one of the Bestiarum Marauder rider guys like this with a rearing up horse that I have been wanting to finish. So hopefully we'll get him done soon. But the main reason I wanted to get these guys done is because I wanted to talk about the new cavalry for the more normal Lionheart guys that Bestiarium just recently released. So if you want to see those, because I know some of you have been asking about Bestiarium stuff, my printer, I don't know why it does not want to stay centered. So like I almost now have to recenter it on every attempt to print things. Now, funny, like whenever I print any of Erkman stuff, like Ryu and this nice little freebie Dragon Ball, which I had a link to the other day if you want that. Nothing, no problems. Everything comes out smooth. If I put anything else on the print bed from any other company, it just decides it's not going to cooperate. Doesn't matter who, doesn't matter how great the supports are, because when it does finally print, if it does want to cooperate, everything is, smooth like butter. But it's getting it to that point has been quite frustrating. So I've been like resetting the, I don't know, what am I trying to say? I don't know, like the print plate, where it home is in. I've been having to reset that thing every time, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I have no clue. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm not like putting it in weird places or anything. I don't know. But I'm at least hopeful. It can still print stuff. I've kind of figured out all the secret spots of where to get it to make it cooperate. But I'm definitely hoping that next weekend, at least, since I don't have to worry about taking kids to Japanese school anymore, yay, after, 12, 13 years of that, I can hopefully get some time to sit down and work on some more. But I figure cavalry counts for more than one anyway, so we'll count it as 4 figures. And this thing was a beast. I mean, and trying to get it to actually get mounted on that base, I stupidly glued it straight on rather than pin it, which is what I should have done. And I should have known better, but I went ahead anyway and did it like this. So, boomy. But, yeah. I feel like for as crazy and as busy as I was, that's a fairly productive week. Hopefully all of you out there are painting much more than me, right? Because you should. But if you want any of these, I will have the links, as always, down below. And if you want to grab yourself a nice little tribute to Toriyama, saying farewell as he joins other famous manga artists in this past year. That's kind of crappy if you think about it. We've lost like some really great artists in just the last few months or years. But, it's like a whole different story. But anyway, their legacy lives on through their art and all of the tributes that have been pouring forth. And hopefully I will get mine painted soon enough. And if you guys can do yours, even better. And if you want to show it off, even better than that. You can put that hashtag weekly painting progress. And I swear I'm going to try to get things posted again. I have been so bad about that. I just have not had time to play around with social media like I should. But hopefully if you guys want to find me there, I will be happy to entertain you. Just hit me up there. So, with that said then, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we will see you back here soon. Bye-bye.